HD amid a new satellite contract with Arabsat Service Corporation in Dubai. Good afternoon, dear viewers. Welcome to Ssbc News Live from Juba. I'm Susan Emiliano with the news in details. As the government continues to demand answers regarding the brutal killings of non-combatant South Sudanese nationals by the Sudanese spokesperson Michael Marquardt has proposed, including led by Sudanese leader General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. Luet made this proposal on Sunday upon his arrival in Juba from Nairobi, where he received successful medical treatment. He echoed President Salva Kiir's call for South Sudanese citizens not to take the law into their own hands, as both governments assume responsibility for addressing the situation.
We encourage you to take up the investigation thoroughly and in good faith, transparently, so that we know exactly what happened. I would have even proposed that we have a South Sudanese in that committee, so that the people of South Sudan are assured of what they are doing. My message to the people, to the Sudanese who are here in South Sudan, they should not fear. They are in safe hands, and if there was anything, they would have been finished off all this time. And our people have listened to the voice of wisdom, so they should not fear. They should open up their businesses and continue with them, because they are under full protection of the government of South Sudan. They are our guests, and if they are our guests, it is our duty to protect them as they are under protection.
Central Equatorial State authorities have instructed the reopening of economic activities as the situation normalizes. The state chairperson of Central Equatorial Chamber of Commerce, Robert Pitia, upon inspecting the markets, urges the traders, especially the Sudanese business persons, to reopen their shops. He calls on the Quarter Council to operating also. He spoke to the media.
People who has shops in all these markets, we told them to go and open their markets, and they have agreed with us, and they say by tomorrow they are going to open their shops. And also we have a message to Juba City Council. Now the issue they have raised, now the Quarter Council should coordinate with the people who are staying in their residential areas, because they are Sudanese who stay in their residential areas and they don't have contacts of their chairperson of Quarter Council. I am appealing to City Council to call the Quarter Council and coordinate this thing, so that each Sudanese is staying in each residential area, the Quarter Council should know him or her, so that in case of anything he can get the support.
واحنا وريناهم عشان هم يجي ويفتحوا زبات من اخوان بتاعهم حتى زي في سوق كونيو كونيو وفي سوق ليبيا وفي سوق كاستوم وايضا سوق جبل ومفاتحين وفي سوق جوبا هم برضو يجي ويفتحوا. وحكومه التمثيل بتاعت البلوكات الكله انه مواطن سوداني قاعد يعمل بيزنس بيحتاج للحمايه.
يعني انت بتفتح جارك بيزعل منك بيلقاك فاتح بيجي اوريدي. المساله بس تسلسليه، يعني ناس بتزعل فلان فتح معناه ما في حاجه، اللي بعده بيجي بيفتح لما المساله دي السحابه دي تنغشع، لكن اصلا ما في حاجه والله. ومسائل دي بتحصل في اي حته.
الغرفه التجاريه وكل جماعه خبطوا بينا وكلمونا كمان كلم الناس وضع عامل ما يطلع الناس زي تقول ما كلم. احنا قاعدين الحمد لله الان وانا سمح اللي فاتت شغال الحمد لله بارك الله فيكم.
نتمنى منهم يعني كل زول يمشي يفتح دكانه ويبدا يشتغل يا اخوان، ما في اي حاجه بتحصل.
Crossing over to northern Bahr al-Ghazal state's capital Abyei, where the security situation has returned to normal following a recent incident involving the looting of shops in Abyei markets. Governor Simon Obar Mawood held an extraordinary meeting to address the issue, condemning the retaliatory act by the angry youths towards the Sudanese people.
Especially northern Bahr al-Ghazal state has returned to normal after the start of Thursday evening protests of US dollar worth of property lost, then women and children pushed out of their homes. The state government, led by Governor Simon Ober Maut, convened an extraordinary Council of Ministers meeting to address the situation. According to the State Minister for Information, Zakaria Garang, security forces have been deployed to the market areas to ensure the safety of the businesses.
The government is in control. We made sure yesterday the security forces were deployed so that they protect the markets at night.
The governor also visited the Sudanese refugees in Awedwil settlement in Awil, the capital of northern Bahr el Ghazal state. He assured those living in Awedwil refugee camp that security will be availed at all costs, and emphasized on the importance of peaceful coexistence between the Sudanese refugees and the hosting communities.
إنه للأصل قبل أيام ده كلنا ما مقصودين بما في ويتو ما في زول مقصود وزي ما بذكروا سيد الرئيس وقامة الرئيس سلفا كير ما يردد دائما بأن احنا شعب واحد في دولتين. كلام ده مهم جدا وسبب الكلاني نجي الليلة نزلت من الطيارة ومشيت السوق مع كان قاعد تعاصل فوق النحب ومن السوق لهنا كده شوفوا جزمتي من الصباح.
والاعمال اللي بتحصل من الاخوه في شمال السودان سواء كانوا من الجيش ولا من غيرهم اعمال ما مقبوله، ولا حنقبل ان احنا بعمل عداء لاي اخو جنوبي، لانه نحن شعبين في دولتين لكن اسره واحده. نعم في جنوبيين وفي سودانيين لكن كلنا عندنا رابط بتاع دم، فالرابط بتاع الدم ما دام موجود بقى الاخاء موجود.
The brutal killing of South Sudanese nationals by the Sudan Armed Forces in Sudan sparked citizens' retaliation in South Sudan towards the Sudanese community living in the country. In Awil capital alone, many were pushed to seek refuge under the government shelters in Awil town. Northern Bahr el Ghazal state, a hosting state for the largest number of Sudanese refugees fleeing conflict in a war-torn Sudan, witnessed a largest residential displacement in the major towns of the state.
These traders have lived peacefully with us for decades, and South Sudan and Northern Bahr el Ghazal and Awil in particular as their homes. Some of them have intermarried with us, some of them have known where else is to go, and now
we as children of God, we want to openly and officially condemn what happened at the evening of 16 following 17, where things are looted in the market, people are assaulted. We want to say that is not a good act.
It was not everybody that like what happened. All the culprits, a number of them is arrested, and those people who are still at large will be arrested, those who were involved in this crime of looting properties of innocent people who are staying in Awil. Some of them has been here for a number of years. Some were born here. These North Sudanese, they were born here. Some were brought here as kids. They grew up.
On Sunday, Governor Francis Marial Obara inspected Kwajok market to assess damages from the protests, urging Sudanese traders and refugees in Kwajok to stay calm as his government takes up full responsibility of safeguarding them and their property.
The total destruction was directed only to the Sudanese who were having shops inside the Kwajok market. The destruction is somehow very bad. But the shops of, I thank the people who were present because they contain to protect the rest of other shops. Those looted are now count it. We will count them, how many shops are shooting. This is what we will do. And again, I'm now going to talk to the community, the public, so that the public remain calm. And then again, I will go to these Sudanese and talk to them. And maybe we will allow those who have good shops to return to their places, like what I did in Toy, what I did in Jet yesterday. So this, I want to inform our people who are not present here in Bajok that the situation is contained, and we will continue containing it and return people.
The Deputy Chief Administrator of Abyei Administrative Area Deng Arop Mading inspected Nyanikwach, Amet and Malmal markets on Sunday to assess the situation of Sudanese in the area. In a statement to Ssbc, the Minister of Local Government, Abyei Majid, assured the government's commitment to protecting all Sudanese. Number of Sudanese businessmen expressed their satisfaction.
بتاع أبيي اشتغلنا كرجل واحد عشان انه يكون في تأمين، ما في ممتلكات زول يخسر، ما في زول يفقد روحه، عشان نرسل رسالة انه جنوب السودان دولة بتاعت قانون، دولة بتاعت سيادة، دولة بيعرفوا يحترموا زول الجليم.
حتى الآن يعني الحمد لله حتى المواطنين بنمشي السوق عادي ونجي نتجاول نتعاون مع في مسألة المويه والشراب والحاجات دي كلها، فما في أي يعني مضايقات من أي مواطن ولا من أي جهة ما، والحمد لله الأمور كلها طيبة وإحنا مستقرين وأمنين حتى الآن الحمد لله ما في عوائد.
الحمد لله رب العالمين، لم نجد منهم إلا حسن المعاملة وحسن الاستقبال، ولا زال كرمهم يفيض علينا ونشكرهم جميعا.
Abyei County Commissioner James Scholl has inspected the situation of Sudanese nationals in the area, assuring them of the county authorities' commitment to protecting them and their belongings. Meanwhile, SSPDF Commander Brigadier General Deng Majur reaffirmed that the Sudanese community can freely conduct their business in the county. County Police Commissioner Brigadier General Joel Biel also assured the public of security stability.
معانا هنا قاعدين فوق واسع عندنا كويس معنا international نقول لكم شكرا نقول لكم بتاع جنبي نقول بتاع جنوب السودان مقاطع يوت هنا واقع مع الحكومة طبعا ما في حاجة بيحصل هنا في يوت زي ما أنا كتبته.
لكن العسل في كارتون الحكومة بتاعنا ما بيعمل، حكومة جنوب ما بيعمل، لأنه عندنا مسجز كتير بيجي من حكومة إنه كلام زي ما يعمل نفسه. العسل في شمال ما يعسل في جنوب. ففي قوات بتاعكم هسه مع سيد المحافظ لياو زول العراسنا في مقاطع دي ما عنده كلام زي ده. الدفاع بتاعكم عندنا 100%.
نحن ما قاعدين نعينكم كأجانب. تادي ألو وقع أنتو تقعدوا معنا وننتظر تعليمات من المسؤولين بتاعنا بدءا من السيد المحافظ القام بإجراءات أمنية تامة.
The Commissioner of Rain County, Coach John Achiek, assured the security stability across Rain County. Commissioner Achiek made this statement while inspecting security situation of the Sudanese refugee, assuring the government's commitment to protecting them. Meanwhile, SSPDF Division Commander Major General Mangot Jok Kur affirmed the security stability across the country. Number of Sudanese refugees expressed appreciation to the county authorities. Sudanese authorities have pledged to provide essential services to the thousands of displaced people, nationals of Sudanese, now seeking safety at the army headquarters.
نحن جينا الليلة زيارة تفقدية لكم، وبعد الأحداث اللي حدثت في الأيام الفائتة، وهي إشكالية حصلت بيننا وبين بعض الفئات هنا في دولة جنوب السودان، وهي دي حاجة بتعدي، وانتوا قاعدين في البلد دي كتير وشفتوا التعامل هنا، ده تعامل أخوي، تعامل أبوي.
وهو جاي يشوفكم ويسمع مشاكلكم كويس، ونحن ما دايرين حاجة يدوسوا. المسؤولية بتاعتنا إنه نحن ننقذ الأرواح، ونحن قدرنا إنه ننقذ أرواحكم. نحن عارفين إنه في شغب حصل، في ناس شالوا حاجات بتاع ناس كويس. الناس اللي شالوا حاجاتهم ده مسؤولية بتاعت الحكومة بتاع شنو؟ بتاعت الجنوب.
جينا في دولة جنوب السودان فارين من الحرب الداير في السودان اللي نحن ما طرف فيها، ولا يوم من الأيام كنا طرف في الحرب، لكن فوجئنا بالحرب وجينا لدولة جنوب السودان طالبين الأمن والأمان.
جينا هنا كلاجئين في دولة جنوب السودان، بعد ما نينا فرينا من الحروب بتاع السودان جينا نينا أصبحنا لاجئين، ودارين المنظمات الدولية يجي يدخل يوفر.
Let's go for a short break and we shall be back. Stay tuned for more stories.
Sudan Republic way! Salva Kiir way! Junub Sudan way! Junub Sudan way! John Garang way! John Garang way!
Welcome back from that short break. The Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management and the Norwegian Refugee Council commitment to enhancing humanitarian operation in South Sudan. This was highlighted during a meeting in Juba on Friday between NRC County Director Kennedy and the humanitarian actors in South Sudan.
The minister, on the other hand, acknowledged and appreciated the role played by the country, by the NRC, Norwegian Refugees Council in South Sudan, especially in the area of food security, the area of the provision of shelter, the area of education and wash. The Norwegian Refugees Council were the one actually who constructed the transit center in Rang for the people who are fleeing the war from Sudan. It has benefited both the returnees and refugees from Sudan.
We had a good engagement, and the minister also assured us in terms of helping our work, helping all the humanitarian organizations in South Sudan. As you know, South Sudan currently requires a lot of assistance, especially when we have the high number of people who are in need of food, who are in need of support, and particularly the flooding, which has also been affecting the country. On the Sudan crisis, NRC, we are at the forefront, especially at the border point in Renk responding to the people who are fleeing the conflict in Sudan, and we have discussed with the minister so that we can also continue the collaboration.
2025 comes with great news for SSBC's loyal audience and viewers, both within and outside the country. SSBC has taken a proactive step to enhance its broadcast services by signing a new contract with Arabsat Satellite Corporation in Dubai. This agreement allows SSBC to expand its coverage area, upgrade its broadcast quality from SD to full HD, and make its channels more accessible using smaller dishes across South Sudan and the region.
Transitioning from constant apologies for interrupted satellite services, frequent outages, and the limited accessibility of broadcasting services outside Juba, especially radio services, SSBC has entered into a forward-looking agreement with the Arabsat Satellite Corporation in Dubai. This partnership enables SSBC to upgrade from SD to full HD high-definition broadcasting, ensuring clearer visuals and improved audio quality. The upgrade will eliminate the abrupt drops or spikes in screen audio quality that frustrate viewers, often forcing them to adjust their remotes during the news broadcasts. A delegation led by the Deputy Minister of Information, Dr. Jacob Maju Korok, along with the SSBC's Managing Director, James Magong Chelimchok, the SSBC Director General, TV Director, and engineers, witnessed the signing of this pivotal contract. Dr. Maju stresses government's commitment to upgrading and developing the media sector to empower the national broadcaster in fulfilling its mission and showcasing South Sudan's culture and investment opportunities.
When we are facing a lot of challenges, but this is a commitment of the government that we are going after to clear all the views, and we look forward actually for more collaboration in working together. On our side, this is actually very crucial, and SSBC is the only channel that can promote the values of the government of South Sudan, values of South Sudan people.
Alanezi Al-Mehdi, the Executive Director of Arabsat Satellite Services Corporation, reaffirmed Arabsat's readiness to providing all necessary support to SSBC and the government of South Sudan in terms of satellite services.
Today we talked about several aspects that can empower the quality of life, empower the investment in South Sudan, and to create more of a media strategy and to create more services to really give South Sudan the right position it should be.
Echoing this sentiment, Managing Director James Magong Chelimchok expresses the administration's dedication to overcoming challenges and delivering uninterrupted 24/7 broadcasting services to viewers.
In the country and our partners in Arabsat communication is that this partnership will go long, and we are ready to work together. As I said earlier, every partnership must have some challenges. And we wanted to say that the challenges could be including the delay of payment, technical challenges that always come here and there, which our viewers may not understand. And this is what we wanted also to put it in a consideration that as we work together, we will always be having challenges, and by working together, we can be able to achieve these challenges.
Once the services outlined in the contract are fully implemented, SSBC will meet global broadcasting standards, offering superior image and audio clarity to its audience. Reporting for SSBC News, Mathiang Joseph.
And finally, over 100 health practitioners graduated on Friday from Rumbek Health Science Institute after completing a 3-year diploma course in clinical Science. Speaking ceremony, Lake State Minister of Cabinet Affairs Stephen Matiang Deng urged the graduates to use their skills to serve communities and emphasize that the institute is open to all South Sudanese and qualified foreigners.
Go and deliver services, especially by saving life of our people. So don't go and sit with the knowledge you acquire today, leaving the child of your neighbor to die because they don't have money. This institute is for the National Minister of Health, for the State Minister of Health. Someone who used to come here is a qualified person to be the principal.
Today is a great day because in this Health Sciences Institute today we celebrate the graduation of 142 health professionals.
I choose to train more clinical officers, to train more midwives and more nurses and laboratory technicians. When we bring all these medical cadres, these are the weapons that we can use and we fight diseases.
As I graduate this by today, guest of honor, I beg my parents to cancel their graduates, not to go and sabotage those who are already working for the theme of asking for positions. Our motto of the public is to alleviate.
And that story brings us to the end of our news for this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Susan Emiliano. Bye-bye for now.